Hi, good evening to you. Just yesterday at 3 o'clock in the morning, someone was hit and killed here on Sherman Parkway in New Haven. And it's not the first time something like this has happened on this road. You can see this memorial that still sits here for a 17-year-old girl who was killed on this road back in 2021. And the neighbors we spoke with here say they are tired of this. They're wondering how many more people have to die before something gets done.
Something has to be done here because people are losing their lives.
Laura Chambers has lived on Sherman Parkway for more than 10 years. At 3 a.m. on Wednesday, she woke up to cop cars sitting on her street.
Yeah, I actually seen something in the ground, wasn't sure.
What she saw was a person who was hit and killed by a car near the corner of West Division Street. The driver left the scene. Police are still on the lookout for them.
It just upsets me because this street is dangerous. I've lived here since 2012. I've witnessed a multitude of crashes. My own house has been crashed into.
Chambers says twice someone crashed into her home. They hit and totaled her car so bad they just had their insurance install these metal barriers. But it's the loss of life that concerns her.
It just makes me nervous because it's like, okay, well, if I want to cross the street, will I be able to do that? If I parked here, is that okay? If kids sit here and wait for their buses, because these are bus stops, are they going to be safe?
So that'll narrow the roadway, and it'll make it seem narrower so you can't quite fly. It won't seem like a racetrack to the same extent.
Javai Zinn says this road has been on their radar for years. Turns out they've secured $2.6 million to make changes to it.
We're finishing up design and working through all the approval process on the funding to do traffic calming on this street.
Zinn says along with narrowing the road, they'll make it better for bikers and walkers, creating raised intersections and adding crosswalks and flashing lights. But it's not just this road the city is focused on. A larger plan called Vision Zero aims to end all deaths on city streets.
Every instance of death and injury on a roadway is a tragedy. You know, it's heartbreaking, and it's something that keeps us up at night.
Now, Zinn tells us they plan to submit the plans for Sherman Parkway here by the spring, and they have more ideas to try to stop all of these pedestrian fatalities from happening here in New Haven, including trying to get the state to allow them to put cameras on their stoplights. We'll hear from the mayor about that coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, we're live in New Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61 News.